Tonight on News 5 Live, the Belize National Teachers Union plans a January strike over unpaid allowances, and Prime Minister Briceño isn't happy about it. Meanwhile, Shine Barrow and Tracy Tager-Panton are back in court as the UDP power struggle heats up. Find out why Barrow wants her jailed immediately. Plus, a tragic accident near Unitedville claims the life of young Micah Contreras. And Joshua Ashburn, out on bail for drug and weapon possession, faces even more charges. These stories and more are coming up in just 1 minute.
You 100 reasons to step back. But when you achieve your goal, they will follow you. Gorilla, make some noise.
Attention Digi customers! Being a Digi customer is now even more rewarding with our new DigiPoints loyalty and rewards app. Digi customers countrywide can now earn Digi loyalty points and redeem points for awesome prizes like Digi merch, Digi cash, Digi services, vouchers, coupons, and more. Use your points to play fun games and win even more amazing prizes. You can be one of our daily winners. Excited? You should be. Download and register for DigiPoints and begin to earn points and win today. Available in your favorite app store.
Good evening and welcome to News 5 Live for Friday, December 6th. I am Sabrina Daly. The Belize National Teachers Union, BNTU, gathered on Thursday afternoon for simultaneous sessions across all branches. At the top of their agenda was the ongoing issue of unpaid increments and allowances for teachers. As we reported last week, the BNTU had warned the Ministry of Education that they were planning their next steps if the Briceño administration didn't address this pressing concern. During yesterday's meeting, an impressive 1,882 teachers voted in favor of a countrywide demonstration set for January 2025. This bold move is being led by the union's national president, Nadia Kaliz. We kicked off our newscast tonight with an interview with the BNTU president from earlier today.
If we are unable to come together to solve this issue, because we're looking at systemic change, this is not a movement just for payment for December 31st. This is something that we need to see a permanent solution being put together to solve it once and for all. That is what we want. So the system needs to be corrected. And you know why we're after the system? Because we have to safeguard education. So if any politician or any political fanatics see our movement as trying to bring down our government, they are crazy and they're lost. The membership brought to our attention from the ending of September that they have not received their allowances and increments. We touched base with the ministry and we were told that, especially for allowances, you have to report to your place of work first. They have to make certain that you are there, and then those are going to be paid to you in October. That was not done at the ending of October. I asked the membership to have patience until the ending of November, and when that was not done at the ending of November, all hell broke loose. Members started reaching out to their branch presidents to me, members who have my personal number and the BNTU number started coming to me. And we had data because we had put out a survey asking our teachers how many you're affected when it comes to not getting your increment, not getting your allowances, and those who have also applied for a salary upgrade if you have received those upgrades. So our data showed at that time that at least 75% of our membership did not get anything. Well, the ones who responded, right? So we're talking about those who responded, nothing.
This afternoon, Kaliz informed reporters that the union is adhering to due process. They've started by sending a letter to the Ministry of Education, notifying them about the upcoming demonstration.
When we are getting ready for any form of industrial action, we have to follow due process. And due process goes like this. There is a black and white that goes to the Ministry of Education, outlining what the teachers are asking for. If that is not adhered to or followed any at all, then there's where you go into what we call, right now they have voted for a demonstration in January. There's no date set for that because we have to allow the dialogue and the other portion to take place. So the black and white leaves our office today for the Ministry of Education.
The dialogue, what does that mean?
The dialogue simply means we're stating our demands and you will tell us how you will address it. If it's not addressed, then we take it up a notch. And so we have been given the permission to take it up one notch, which is a demonstration.
Do you notice that you're giving the ministry and the management?
Both of them.
And so, in terms of the numbers, though, participation, because those numbers are high, it was like 1,900 plus total, and of those, like, you had an
which is more than 50 plus 1, yes, of the membership, yes.
While the BNTU members decided to demonstrate, Prime Minister John Briceño expressed his disappointment today. He told reporters that the government has been working with the BNTU, especially regarding denominational high school teachers who haven't received their retirement benefits. The government had to step in to get school managements to agree on a benefit package for their teachers. The PM mentioned that Minister of Education Francis Fonseca explained that the delays are partly due to sloppy information provided by the school managements. Briceño assured that teachers who have earned their benefits will receive them in due course. He also pointed out that an outdated payment system inherited by the Ministry of Education is further slowing down the process. The government is trying to upgrade the system, but if the BNTU still wants to proceed with their demonstration, he hopes they do it during the Christmas holidays to avoid disrupting classes.
Minister Fonseca explained this issue about some teachers not being paid their increments and so forth, and allowances. A lot of it has to do that the managements have been taking long in sending the right information to the Ministry of Education. The minister pointed out also that this is a problem that we inherited, and what's important for Belizeans to understand, and even for teachers to understand, that we have been clearing up a backlog as far as 2018 before our government. And now we're up to 2023, coming into 2024. So whilst I do understand and I respect the teachers' frustration and saying that they need to be paid, and we want to pay them, I wish there would be at least some members within the leadership of the BNTU should be more open and be able to explain more to the teachers what is being done. We want to pay the teachers, and we will pay them.
So in terms of a timeline, I guess that's the biggest frustration. You know, they keep hearing the same thing. Oh, the system is outdated, it needs to be updated. But how long would you say before? Because I know the ministries are being digitized as well.
Well, I think that I don't see why sometime next year we should be able to catch up, because we're coming to the end of 2024. I think we've already finished 2023, so we're coming into 2024. But it also requires the cooperation of the managements that they could send the right information and complete information for us to be able to work on it. It is not an issue that we don't want to do it. We're working towards it, and we're going to get it done. And I'm appealing to the teachers to, if they want to protest, maybe they should protest during the holidays so that our students do not lose a day off, a day in school, because especially since the pandemic, many of our students lost many days, and we still need to be able to play catch up.
So it's not a matter of the ministry or the government denying some teachers?
No, it's not. As long as they can prove that this teacher deserved the payment, we're going to pay.
Shine Barrow, the Mesopotamia area representative, along with 4 other UDP executives, has taken legal action in the High Court. They're seeking an order against Albert area representative Tracy Tager-Panton for contempt of court. This follows Justice Hondora's November 8th ruling, which restored the status quo before the Alliance for Democracy took over the UDP headquarters. The main issue is that Tager-Panton has allegedly ignored the ongoing court case. There are 6 instances where she has referred to herself as either the party leader or interim party leader of the UDP, despite the pending legal matters. Because of this, the claimants are pushing for Tager-Panton to face 3 months in jail for violating Justice Hondora's judgment. Earlier today, both sides met virtually before the High Court. Shine Barrow and the claimants are represented by Dr. Christopher Malcolm, while Tracy Tager-Panton has King's Counsel Simon Knox on her side. After the session, attorney Sheena Pitt spoke to the media, providing a summary of the applications filed by both parties.
On the 26th of November, Counsel for Honorable Panton filed applications for various court orders. And the most important of that application is that there be a speedy trial. Other orders sought were to add the Honorable Faba, Miss Beverly Williams, and John Saldivar to the claim, and to permit the Honorable Panton to act as representative of the organization. And because of that application for various court orders, the court gave today's date for the hearing. And so to characterize it as only CMC. I mean, that's the end result, but initially it was instigated by the application from Honorable Panton's attorney. In addition to that application, a further application was filed by the attorney for Honorable Panton for an interim injunction, and that interim injunction sought several relief, which includes one of which would be to stop the Honorable Barrow from firing anybody at the UDP Secretariat, and to stop the appointment of standard bearers. This morning, what his attorney filed was an application. Well, I take it that yesterday it was filed, but it wasn't served until this morning, filed an application for contempt. Now, that application not having been served or heard, it was only discussed, and the application for interim relief not having been served also wasn't heard, only discussed.
Pitts, who was appointed interim chairman of the United Democratic Party by Tager Panton, discussed the application made on behalf of the Albert area representative for a fast-tracked hearing. She also touched on Tager Panton's legal representation.
Now, on the application for a speedy trial that Honorable Panton's attorney filed, that was granted. So the court appreciated that the matter must be addressed on an urgent basis, and the court made those orders today. And the court also reduced to the order exactly that the parties are to discuss timelines going forward in terms of when things are filed and exchanged, what they agree upon or what they disagree upon. And where there are disagreements or no agreements as between the parties on what happens in the future, the court indicated that it will make its own order. And if it just happens to be to the inconvenience of either party, then so be it. So that is essentially what happened this morning. Honorable Panton always had legal counsel. However, on the first instance, of course, sometimes dates are inconvenient to parties, and counsel was not able to appear on that date. But now we're where we are. She has counsel, and yes, counsel is Mr. Simon Christopher Peter Knox, KC. And I can tell you that I've learned that Mr. Barrow is uncertain and has caused himself to be bothered by trying to ascertain whether he is really called in this jurisdiction, which I can assure that he is. So yes, Honorable Panton has counsel.
Circling back to the contempt of court application filed by Sean Barrow and his UDP executives, Pitts couldn't go into much detail. However, she did mention to reporters this afternoon that the claimants might have jumped the gun by filing the claim too early.
I cannot speak on the application for contempt because it was, as I understand it, just served this morning. But what I appreciate is that Knox KC made some observations about perhaps what my words may very well be prematurity in those applications. But like I said, the thing is, when a matter is sub judice, you must be guided and cautious that it is before the court and not attempt to speak on anything other than what orders were made, or, just remain sober and report factually the things that transpired.
is Tracy Panton any closer to reclaiming control of the headquarters or claiming the full undisputed leadership of the UDP today than she was 3 weeks ago?
What I can tell you is that from the decision of the judge appreciated that this is a matter that requires urgency. And what Counsel for Honorable Panton did is make an application to invite the court to consider timelines that would make real the urgency of the situation.
Coming up, 13-year-old motorcycle enthusiast dies in fatal road traffic accident.
Hello, friends. This is Dr. Bob Roberts with another 60-second sermon from God's Word. The Bible says, "Wives, submit to your husbands as is fitting for those who belong to the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and never treat them harshly." The Bible has much to say about the role of a husband and wife in marriage and their respect for one another. The husband should not be a tyrant, nor the wife a governor, but both treated with dignity and love. I heard of one woman whose husband acted like a tyrant who controlled and dominated her life. Then one day she died and arrived in heaven to be greeted by Peter, who informed her that she had to pass a test to get in. She responded, "You know I'm a Christian, and I have trusted Jesus, and my sins are forgiven." Peter said, "I know that, but you still have to pass this test." She then asked, "What kind of a test?" Peter said, "It's a spelling test." "Well, what is a word?" Peter replied, "Love." "Oh, that's easy. L-O-V-E. Great, you passed. Come on in." A few weeks later, Peter informed her he needed her to welcome the newcomers and give the test. She reluctantly agreed, but after a few days, who would show up but her controlling husband? She said, "Oh, it's good to see you, honey, but you have to take a test." He said, "You know I'm a Christian." She replied, "I know that, but I had to take a spelling test and you will too." He asked, "Well, what is the word?" And she replied, "Czechoslovakia." You better love and respect your wives and guard their lives as Jesus loved the church and gave his life for it, or you may have to learn to spell Czechoslovakia one day. Today's 60-second sermon has been presented by Christian Foundations of Faith in cooperation with the Baptist churches in your area.
It's Christmas time at Channel 5, bringing joy to Belize. From the news as to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belize in life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
And the first call of the night is... And remember, don't say hello, say...
Give me 5!
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Pony Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. A tragic accident claimed the life of 13-year-old Micah Contreras, a resident of Unitedville. On Thursday evening, Micah was just a short distance from his home on the George Price Highway when a vehicle attempted to overtake collided head-on with his motorbike. The impact flung Micah into a nearby drain, leaving his bike in pieces and his helmet shattered. He suffered severe head injuries. The crash happened so close to home that Micah's father heard it and rushed out to help, only to discover that his own son was the victim. In the chaos of leaving the yard, one of his father's employees was also injured. News 5's Paul Lopez traveled west today to bring us this heartbreaking story.
On Thursday evening, tragedy struck a Unitedville family once again, just 3 months after losing a loved one in a motorcycle accident. 13-year-old Micah Contreras was riding his motorcycle on George Price Highway, not far from home, when a vehicle collided head-on with him. Sadly, Micah met the same fate as his cousin Tamisha Jill did in early September. Micah's father, Michael Contreras, told News 5 that he had just arrived home from work when he heard the loud crash.
We heard a loud bang. A loud bang. And my cousin, who helped me run the company, run from between he me to put the stuff in the storage over there. He run and said, "Mike, what are your son in there?" I said, I believe Malachi up on the soccer field, and Micah probably then he said, I don't know that Micah left the yard on the motorcycle, which he not allowed. He not age, so we not allow him to carry the motorcycle on the highway. He ride it in the yard.
Michael Contreras and his children shared a love for motorbikes. Michael learned to ride at the age of 5 on a small bike. As he grew older, the bike he rode got bigger, but his parents restricted him from riding it on the highway because of his age. They instead used their own 1.5 acre property to ride.
I jump in on my truck and drive down there. When I reach down there, I see that my son there in the drain got hit by an incoming vehicle in his lane. And he got hit so hard, the helmet where he had on fly off. I had the strap bus broke up, and it looked like the vehicle dragged him up all the way into the drain. Right, so a father's first instinct now, jump in the drain, check my son. At first I'm scared because he broken up really bad. So based on first aid training, I hold the head one certain way, pick him up, put him over my shoulder like I do hold up my baby again in my hand.
Michael hurriedly took his son to the Western Regional Hospital. Unfortunately, Micah passed away just 15 minutes after arriving. In the frantic rush to leave his yard in his red pickup truck, one of Michael's employees fell from the back and suffered a head injury. Thankfully, that employee has since been treated and released from the hospital.
I had just came in from work, so I don't have the slightest idea where he went, where he's coming from. I'm just going from what the neighbors are saying, that he went and visit one of his friends that live just across the soccer field. They normally go play soccer in the evening. together. So that's where he went to pick up his friend, apparently, and bring him to the soccer field so they could have had a soccer game with each other out there.
For him, this was a case of thief chance, you'd say. You ever thief chance like this before?
He did it once, right? And I got on him about it, and since then he never do it again. I guess he felt the urge yesterday, Dad not at home, so I would thief the chance, and this tragic accident happened. And
was the bike in fact broken in half, as some people?
Correct. It's not broken in half. It's broken in many pieces. Because when I went there, there's handlebar that side, piece of the bike over there, fork is many pieces. The front wheel from the truck is broken off. My son's helmet, like I said, original DOT pieces flew off of his head this morning. We were picking up some of the pieces. Just sad to know that bikers are not respected.
Micah had a passion for motorbikes and football, but he also loved being at school. Today, students from Sacred Heart College and several other schools gathered in front of his classroom for a heartfelt candlelight vigil. The school even postponed the sports day to honor his memory. We spoke with a female usher, the vice principal of student affairs, about this touching tribute.
The decision to hold a candlelight and a prayer service came from the students. Last night, my email was flooded with messages coming from students all across 1st to 4th Farm, canceling sports day, having a mass, asking for prayer service. They wanted a moment of silence. They wanted to have something in memory of Micah.
Candles and pictures of Micah were also placed on his desk inside the classroom.
I was very touched by the number of students who showed up this morning. Normally when activities are canceled, you won't see anyone here. But students were gathered this morning from 8 o'clock this morning. They were waiting for us to hold this prayer service. So it's very touching for me to see how much love the students have for each other.
Micah is very outgoing, right? Very energetic. Micah loves to try new things. He's not scared of trying new things. Very caring and helping. He's the type of kid, if he sees somebody need help, he will help. I mean, times he come home really happy, he on the bus, and he's like, hey, Dad, I just helped this person on the bus, this elder person, and I feel so good about it. I want to do it again.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.
A gunman targeted the home of Police Corporal Yelena Monterosa in St. Matthew's Village early Friday morning. Around 3 a.m., Monterosa was jolted awake by the sound of gunshots. She looked out her window but saw no one. Roaring Creek police officers quickly arrived at the scene. They found the front window of her home riddled with bullet holes. Further inspection revealed that a Ford F-150 and a Toyota Tacoma parked nearby had also been hit. When we arrived this morning, investigators were still on the property, trying to determine the motive behind the shooting. Police collected 29 spent shells from the yard, believed to be from a .223 rifle and a .45 pistol. A couple accused of being involved in a stabbing incident that left a young man injured was arraigned today and remanded to the Belize Central Prison. The couple, 23-year-old Belize Defense Force officer Stacy Leticia Antonio and 26-year-old William Alexander Flowers, appeared unrepresented before a senior magistrate. They faced 4 charges: attempted murder, dangerous harm, use of deadly means of harm against Evan Pook Jr., and theft for allegedly stealing Pook's Samsung A4 cell phone. No plea was taken from the duo, and the duo is due to the serious nature of the attempted murder charge. Bail was denied. They were remanded to the Belize Central Prison until January 7th, 2025. The incident occurred on Tuesday night. The 20-year-old victim told police at around 9:30 p.m. he was walking through a feeder road when he was attacked and stabbed multiple times. Police investigations led to the arrest of both accused. The motive for this latest stabbing incident is still unknown. Today, businessman Joshua Ashburn and his common-law wife, Xochitl Lopez, were granted high court bail of $15,000 each. However, Ashburn's legal troubles have deepened after he was allegedly found with several Chinese passports containing false Belizean visas. In late November, law enforcement raided 00 on Western Avenue, discovering a large stash of cannabis, a firearm, ammunition, and various immigration documents. Ashburn, the business owner, was charged with drug trafficking and firearm possession. On Thursday, he faced an additional 10 charges, 5 counts of possessing false documents and 5 counts of preparation for a crime. Lopez was also charged in connection with the November raid, and both were remanded to the Belize Central Prison. Today, their bail applications were heard virtually before Justice Raphael Morgan in Orange Walk. With no objection from the Crown, Ashburn was granted bail of $15,000 plus 1 surety of the same amount, or 3 sureties of $5,000 each. Lopez's application was heard separately, and she was granted bail under the same conditions. Both must report to the Raccoon Street Police Station twice a week. Regarding the new charges, it alleged that Ashburn had a People's Republic of China passport belonging to Shigrun Chen with a false Belize visa. He allegedly had 4 more passports belonging to Wei Guo, Zhen Lu, Peng Yo, and Jingda Shen, all with false Belize visas. Additionally, Ashburn is accused of possessing a stamp-marked visitor's permit to Belize Philip S.W. Golson International Airport and using it to forge official documents. He also allegedly had other stamps, including an immigration and nationality stamp with the Belize coat of arms and another marked permitted to remain in Belize as a permanent resident. The police prosecutor informed the court that they are awaiting further directives from the DPP's office. No plea was taken. The senior magistrate granted Ashburn bail for these additional charges at $5,000 plus 1 surety of the same amount. In total, 5 people, including Ashburn, now faces charges related to prohibited firearms, ammunition, and drugs. They are due back in court on January 20th. Joshua Ashburn, the Belize City businessman caught with passports, immigration documents, and stamps, is now facing a slew of immigration charges. Today, Prime Minister John Bersenio addressed reporters, stating that, based on the evidence so far, there's nothing to suggest any immigration officials were involved. It seems Ashburn acquired the fraudulent stamps on his own, and now he'll have to face the consequences.
They created their own stamps. So it's a fraudulent stamp. It's not from the ministry. As I pointed out from early on, is that when this first came to my attention, my first thing was to tell the Commissioner of Police, do your full investigation and go after whoever is responsible. We're not going to protect them. Well, yesterday, Commissioner Williams called me to say, we finished the investigation, we've charged this gentleman, and they could find no evidence to show that there was collusion within the Ministry of Immigration. But should we find later that there was collusion, we're going to go after those people within the Immigration Department, if that were to come out.
My thinking is, how would he be able to come into possession of passports, visas, immigration stamps, and etc.?
Well, from what I'm being told, the stamps, you see a stamp, you could go somewhere and I could do a stamp for you, anywhere. Belize, Chatham, United States. So he went, based on the stamp on a passport or wherever he got it, he just copied it. So that's that one. But secondly, the commissioner has been trying to find the owners of the passports. The passports are not fraudulent passports. They are legal. And one of the persons whose passport was there and they interviewed, the person's story is that this gentleman told them, we can get your visa for you. So they gave him the passport and hoping that they can get the visa. At least that's the story that they're saying. So we have to go by that until we can have any more evidence. But as I said, up to now, there's no evidence to point out that officials from the Ministry of Immigration was anyway involved in this matter.
After the break, PM says municipalities have helped to spread Christmas cheer. But first, here's the latest weather update from the Belize Met Service.
The Social Security Board, in collaboration with the Labor Department, takes this opportunity to remind insured persons of the requirements for compensation when on sick leave. Any employee who has worked with an employer for at least 2 months is entitled to 16 working days of sick leave with full pay every year. This is how it works. Upon approval of a sickness or injury benefit claim by SSD, 80% of the employee's weekly insurable earnings is paid as a Social Security benefit, and the difference in the employee's salary is paid by the employer. This is to ensure that the employee does not suffer any loss of wages when ill. After 16 days, compensation for sick leave is paid as a Social Security benefit only. Some conditions apply. This message is brought to you by the Social Security Board and the Labor Department. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
My name is Kenneth Chiak. I'm in Standard 6 and I'm attending United Evergreen Primary School. Thank you, BEL. This is actually the very first time I decided to try something out. Feels good, really good. I'm cruising down the road with wind rushing through my hair, my favorite song playing on the radio. But suddenly, I hear a loud honk and screeching tires. I look up and see a car swerving into my lane. In that moment, everything changes. I can't return to an hour before and reset time. If only I had followed the little slogan a mile back, eyes on the road, mind on the drive, drive safe if I arrive alive, I wouldn't have been here.
I think engaging students in this competition is a great initiative because it gets them to start thinking about safety. It helps them in the critical thinking, and these students are the same students who are going to be our engineers, doctors, specialists. We are most grateful to BEL for the prize money that was won by our student Kenrick Chiak in the competition. That money has been put to good use to buy 10 projectors that we're going to use in the classroom to enhance teaching and learning.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Pony Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, "Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez, Brittany Gordon. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
With Christmas just a few weeks away, people will soon be scrambling to do their last-minute shopping for gifts. While the government is gearing up for the final House meeting of the year next Friday, Prime Minister John Briceño noted that it's the municipal governments across various towns and cities that have been spreading the holiday cheer. They've been lighting up Christmas trees and organizing festive activities to get everyone in the holiday spirit.
We need to commend Mayor Wagner and the City Council of Belize City. It was last week Friday when they unveiled or they lit the Christmas tree. From what I'm told and the images I saw, it was probably the largest ever that they had, and also probably the largest in the entire country. So beautiful, and people coming out, they're from all generations, grandparents, parents, children, everybody's out there, and it gives you such a good feeling, a sense of community, of togetherness, of love, of hope, optimism, and likewise in Bamapan. When I saw the images from Bamapan, I said like, wow, I mean it's great. Here in Orange Walk this weekend, the same thing we did at the Central Park, whereby we also unveiled the lights and lit up the Central Park. And the beauty about this is that once that event in itself, it's wonderful, exciting, and great. Once you do this, every night people go out as families to visit these areas. People go there to sell their food or drinks or whatever it is. And it builds this sense of community. And we're feeling that sense all across the country.
People have been speculating about the election date like gamblers trying their luck at Bolito. But it looks like we'll have to keep guessing. When we caught up with the Prime Minister today, the only hint he gave us was soon.
It is not going to be announced in the next House meeting, which is going to be next week Friday. I think it's going to be the 13th of, it's going to be, what is it, the 13th on a Friday. We're not going to announce it then. We're going to do it some other time. As I said, we will not call elections before 2025. And next year was 2025. And so I tell everybody, get ready. It's 2025. It's going to be an election year.
Today, the House of Culture in Orange Walk unveiled U-Space, the upper floor of the Banquitas House of Culture. This new facility offers students a chance to explore their potential and allows everyone to connect the past with the present through innovation, history, and culture in a digital-friendly setting. It's all part of the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology's Access 501 initiative. News 5's Marian Ali was on the scene and filed this report.
Today, the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science and Technology introduced U-Space, a platform that combines technology with history, culture, and innovation. The project represents a collaborative effort between the Ministry's Science and Technology Unit and the National Institute of Culture and History, NICH, in partnership with UNICEF Belize. Its goal is to empower communities by promoting digital skills. The initiative received support from UNICEF, whose education officer, Natasha Manto, says the children who use the resources will do so under supervision.
UNICEF's collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, did I miss something? Culture, why at the House of Culture, and NICH continues to expand as it contributes to the realization of the rights of children and adolescents to quality, holistic, and relevant early childhood development, lifelong learning, especially for the most disadvantaged. The Science and Technology Unit, you guys are reimagining education with innovative practices, initiatives such as the Youth Spaces, Access 501, Connect Ed, Giga, and much more. More than just a physical space, youth spaces are a safe space for children. They'll access resources, they'll be connected, they'll be supervised.
Prime Minister John Briceño was on hand to view the project and was impressed with what he saw.
Belizeans from all over the country can come or go online or come here physically and archive any records they may have. Could you imagine 5-10 years from now the wealth of information that we can have from all across this country? I think it's quite an exciting and innovative, transformative initiative.
The Minister of Education, Francis Fonseca, reminded the gathering of the importance of culture and shared some of the plans to grow culture as a part of business in Belize.
This Briceño government will expand and invest more in the Belize Culture Fund. We will develop an immersive and artistic Belize Music Museum. We will develop a plan for a children's museum focusing on exploration and creativity. We will develop a new arts program integrating it into STEAM education. And we will collaborate with our entrepreneurs across the country.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
When we return, fighting violence against children through non-violence action.
That I know you love them all incandescent but they give off a lot of heat, easy for broke, and use more than 5 times the energy. This year, we going LED, okay? Let it go. Okay, let it go.
Making the change to LED this holiday season can make a big difference in your energy usage. Talk to your family about energy management today. Do a little, conserve a lot. Need help? The BEL 24/7 app has tools to get you on the right track. Download today and let's talk energy management.
Hi, I'm Ava.
And I'm Aiden. We're your AI guides to all things NHI.
In this video, we will guide you on how to become an NHI member. You, and if you have a child, must have a Social Security card. To get an SSB card is easy. Visit socialsecurity.org.bz/card-replacement to view the required documents that are needed.
There is a fee of only $5 Belize dollars for a first-time issue and $26 Belize dollars for a replacement card. Newborns can use their mother's SSB card for up to 2 months.
With your SSB card, you and all family members can register at any NHI contracted clinic of your choice.
You and members of your family can now access health care when needed.
Please note that once you are registered with a clinic, you must go to that same clinic when you need medical care. Look out for more NHI guides like this.
Que esta temporada traiga amor, risas y momentos preciados. Te deseamos una feliz Navidad y un año nuevo lleno de esperanzas, alegrías y nuevos comienzos. Felices fiestas de parte de la gerencia y el personal de Atlantic Insurance.
Are you a forward-thinking farmer ready to adopt climate-smart practices? The future of farming is resilient, sustainable, and profitable, and we are here to help you achieve just that. Whether cultivating half an acre or 200 acres, DFC offers affordable financing options and a matching grant up to $12,000 for Window 1 and up to $60,000 for Window 2 to help make your farm climate-smart, withstand unpredictable weather patterns, and adapt practices that enhance productivity and efficiency. This program is ideal for farmers and cooperatives. Women farmers are highly encouraged to take advantage. Join us in creating a resilient and sustainable agricultural future for Belize. Apply now and take the next step towards a stronger, greener tomorrow.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, "Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5. Every day, children endure various forms of violence, often sexual or physical. Tragically, some cases of physical abuse are so severe that children have died from their injuries at the hands of adults. But the horror doesn't end there. There are many types of violence that children are subjected to, and if authorities find out, the perpetrators can face serious criminal charges. In this feature, we'll explore the laws, mechanisms, and systems in place to protect vulnerable children. We'll also hear from a youth parliamentarian who has been a strong advocate for increased protection for these children. Here's News 5's Marian Ali with more.
You probably remember that shocking video from May where a man was seen brutally striking and kicking a little boy on the side of the street. That man, 33-year-old Devane Flores, has now been sentenced to 12 months in prison after pleading guilty to cruelty to a child and common assault. The little boy's case is just one of many where children suffer at the hands of adults each month. Our headlines are filled with stories of children who have endured violence or tragically have died because of it. The Family Violence Unit of the Belize Police Department knows these cases all too well. According to Unit Commander, Assistant Superintendent Mariette Rabatu, most of this violence happens at home, where the line between discipline and abuse is often blurred. Unfortunately, the number of reports is on the rise.
We have been getting an increase when it comes to violence against children, especially between the ages, I would say 4 to 9 years old. The physical assault against them cannot be severe to the extent that they have bruises or they have swelling. You would have to be cognizant of the fact that if these things are reported, you can be held accountable for your action.
But physical abuse isn't the only form of violence children face. There's also emotional abuse, psychological abuse, and even economic abuse. Over the years, the Ministry of Human Development has introduced several laws to protect children from these kinds of violence. According to Adele Katsim-Sanchez, the ministry's CEO, these laws are part of the broader framework of the Convention on the Rights of the Child.
It does indicate that children are to be free from violence, any form of violence, abuse, and exploitation. And then one of the things that we have done is to enshrine that into our national legislative framework. So we have some laws, one of them being the Criminal Code, and the Criminal Code indicates that there are penalties for things like carnal knowledge, rape, and any kind of sexual abuse of children. And also the labor law protects against child labor because we know that, in some instances, we have children who are unable to go to school because maybe they're expected to work in the fields or expected to engage in other types of hazardous, what we would consider hazardous work.
Katsim-Sanchez and others were instrumental in bringing the ban against corporal punishment at school. She says the ministry has also put in place several policies and mechanisms to respond to violence against children.
We have instituted a protocol that is called the 48-hour protocol, and that protocol outlines step by step what our officers need to do once they get a call. They would determine the urgency of the response, and then within 48 hours, they need to be able to respond, and there are certain things that need to be done within that time period to allow us to ensure that we deal with these emergency cases. And of course, out of these, dealing with children, babies, are a top priority.
The United Nations International Children's Fund, UNICEF, has worked closely with the ministry on breakthrough areas that talk about parenting support, realizing that in many cases of violence against children, real-life situations are a factor. UNICEF provides support to the government, according to Child Protection Officer Melanie Barnes.
The government of Belize made a strong commitment to advance the agenda to end violence against children. And this includes looking at 3 breakthrough areas that talks about parenting support, because we know that the issue of abuse and neglect stems from the inability of parents to really cope with some of the challenges that they're facing, including socioeconomic barriers.
Ria Chi, a passionate youth parliamentarian, played a key role in pushing to raise the legal marriage age in Belize to 18.
So in 2023, I was the Speaker of the House of Representatives in the Youth Parliament in this simulation. And we passed the bill for the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act in Belize. If children were to be involved in that union, they could be exposed to different types of violence, like financial violence, physical violence, from either their spouse or maybe even their in-laws. And since they don't have maybe the capacity to defend themselves and maybe to even think critically, they can't necessarily protect themselves from these types of violence.
Another key player in the fight against child violence is the National Committee for Families and Children, NCFC, which has been tirelessly working to eliminate this issue. Child and Adolescent Participation Officer Ana Carrillo says sometimes the violence or abuse that children suffer can affect them in other ways.
Mental health is a big aspect of it, because we say, we tend to, as something happened, we try cover it up, and then we don't realize that deep within that person, and that maybe being a child exposed to something later on in life, they start to exhibit other issues of mental health that may be compounded with it.
Ria Chi, now a sixth form student, says it is issues like violence against children that influences her to not just be a voice in the wind.
I'm a person with very strong opinions, and I feel the need to defend those who can't defend themselves. So as a person who has been exposed to things like the Children Parliament and the youth ambassadors, I see where I have opportunities that others may not, and I have gained knowledge about different things like violence against children and the prohibition of child marriage in Belize, and I can use that to make a better Belize.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Marian Ali.
Up next in tonight's episode of The Bright Side, we revisit the story of Christmas debris wreath.
For 15 years, Oceana Belize has proudly stood alongside the people of Belize, protecting our marine habitats, safeguarding livelihoods, and ensuring that the beauty of our Caribbean Sea endures for future generations. Together, we've achieved incredible victories, safeguarding habitat from the inherently dangerous and destructive offshore oil development to increasing the use of selective fishing gear to reduce overfishing, advocating for a sustainable future for all Belizeans.
We want to always be able to fish. Oceana listened to us and made sure our voices were heard by the decision makers.
Being a wave maker has shown me the power we have when we come together for something bigger than ourselves.
I am proud to be part of a team of dedicated Belizeans who wholeheartedly believe in the people of Belize and the right to a healthy, thriving ocean.
But our work is far from done. So many challenges confront the Caribbean Sea, from the existential threat of climate change to insidious illegal fishing. Together, we will continue fighting to protect the people, all our way, who depend on the beauty and bounty of our waters. With your support, we look forward to the next 15 years, committed to empowering communities, safeguarding marine ecosystems, and creating a future where both people and special places thrive. We're proud to stand with you for our Belize, land of the free by the Caribbean Sea.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, Get the Binge Watchers bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
And the first call of the night is, and remember, don't say hello, say,
"Give me 5."
The biggest giveaway show of the year is back with new prizes and surprises. The fun starts at 8 p.m. on Monday, December 2nd and ends on Friday, December 6th. Give Me 5 coupons are now available for 25 cents each on our Channel 5 website and at our studio on Coney Drive in Belize City. Fill out your coupons and return them to our Channel 5 office. Remember to tune in at 8 p.m. every night from December 2nd to the 6th for awesome entertainment, giveaways, and many prizes. Don't forget, when your phone rings, don't say hello. Say, "Give me 5, give me 5, give me 5." We're getting into the Christmas spirit in this week's Look on the Bright Side with a heartwarming flashback story. Meeting Maureen Navarrete completely changed my perspective on the debris left behind by Hurricane Lisa in 2022. Maureen is a talented fashion designer, interior designer, and miniature maker. What sets her apart is her unique choice to work with recycled materials. I discovered how Maureen used these materials to spread some Christmas cheer in this week's Bright Side. In the month of November in Belize, the drive home from the culture capital is the journey into the Christmas season. When the drumming stops, the bells start jingling. And after picking up the pieces from Hurricane Lisa, we can all use some Christmas spirit. Debris is still littered across the country, and in the Belize district, where majority of the impact was endured, what's left are the memories in the remains of the storm.
See how flexible it is?
Oh, yes.
Maureen Navarrete is a resident over at Western Pines, and today, I was her assistant debris collector.
And then you join all of it together.
This was from our soursop tree. Can you imagine about 2 months ago, our soursop tree was so full. I remember making soursop ice cream, soursop juice, and you know, it hurt my heart when I saw the tree went down, parts of it then, right? And I said, you know what, I have to use that part of that and keep this as a remembrance.
Maureen is a creative designer by profession. She's known for using recycled materials to make creative pieces. Cardboard boxes come alive in her final pieces like themed backdrops and miniature settings. Why does she do it?
1, it's cheaper, but 2, we want to save the planet, right? And why not, you know, every time we go to a store, I would see a whole heap of cardboard boxes outside. Everything looks like a mess. You know, where are those going? In the garbage? They might burn it, you know? And I said, why not use these stuff? Why not create things out of, I wouldn't call it garbage, it's cardboard, right? Cardboard can be made, you could make so much thing out of cardboard, you don't be surprised. So this is a part of the debris that I actually used to make the base of the wreath.
And in the spirit of recycling, Maureen questioned what she could do with the debris left from the recent passing of Hurricane Lisa. Her latest piece not only serves as a way to make use of fallen trees, but a memory capsule of the foliage that served us when they were living.
I could recall being at the back door and I saw my neighbors pulling out trees, cutting down trees, and you know, everything was in a mess. And Christmas soon come and I'm like, this is a lot of branches. I could have, you know, make something out of it. And my first thing that I wanted to make was actually a wreath for the door. So I said, why not try some of the branches and see if it, you know, is it flexible enough to make like a curve. So I remember getting a a piece of the soursop branch, and I started to twist it and turn it and tie it together, and I actually made a wreath. So there was actually a news that I saw with an elderly woman whose tree went down. I think it was a sapodilla tree. I'm not sure which media host did that interview, but I wish I was there to actually make a wreath for her from that sapodilla tree. Afterwards, it came to my mind. I said, imagine how she would have felt if she had gotten a piece of that tree. And this will last to me forever because branches won't disintegrate, right?
Navarrete is selling these wreaths made of debris and shared with us that she plans to use part of the proceeds to give back to single mothers that were affected by the storm. Her early Christmas message is that we can find the good in everything.
So this is our final product of the wreath made from debris. I believe in hope, and there's a positive in every bad situation. So as we had faced a storm, we can see that now there is hope and light has shined. And I like to say season's greetings to everybody, and this is my way of showing the bright side.
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabrina Daly. And that's the news. Tonight's broadcast is available at channel5belize.com, on our Facebook and on YouTube. Remember, it's the final night of Gimme 5. Tune in back at 8 p.m. I'm Sabrina Daly. Thanks for joining us, and from all of us here at News 5, have a happy and safe weekend. Good night.